they're here to serve us. Like, you know, environment's fine. Like, we can do our part, and we're trying to do our part as a restaurant. We're recycling oil, and, you know, the list goes on and on and on. But I think that you're never going to have, just like religion or, you know, certain topics like abortion and stuff like that, you're never going to have a answer that everyone wants to hear on this topic of killing animals for consumption. I think the closest that you can get is to really read the philosophy in people like Hugh Fairley-Whittingstall or you know, even Alice Waters and Paul Willis, you know, Nyman Ranch. Like, you're gonna do it. If it's never gonna go away. So if you're gonna do it, like, make sure it's the closest thing to it being the best possible way, you know, and it being environmentally unsound. Like, I don't want to live in a world where everyone's a vegetarian. You know, yeah, I would be incredibly unhappy if that happened. I just think people need more awareness in terms of where their food's coming, and I go back to that. I think that alone will help a lot, and I'm not opposed to like putting restrictions on it. Like, you know, sometimes right now I'm like, all right, we sell obviously a lot of pork, but like if we get pork belly, you know, there's 2 sides of pork belly per pig. Like, these are a lot of animals that are being slaughtered for consumption, and you know, it would be interesting to be like, oh, we've met our quota, we sold all the pork possible. It would be nice to do that in theory. I think that would be wonderful, but I don't know if that's practical. So right now, it's like trying to balance what we want to do and what's actually practical. And maybe we'll get there in the future. I don't know, but like, you know, I think there are a lot more problems in the vegetables that we grow than the meat we grow, right? Most of the stuff, whether it's organic or not, like, you go to the supermarket, more people are consuming improperly grown vegetables than they are, you know, meats and stuff. I think that there needs to be a major shift in terms of how people buy produce or food in general, and whether it happens in our lifetime, I don't know, but the only reason we're doing it is because, like, we've seen it ourselves, and we're like, wow, this actually makes a big difference. We'd love to buy everything sustainable, but at the same time, it's not practical. So we can do our best, and that's all I can say. I'm not going to be a crusader or a missionary to do whatever, but on our end, I know that we try to do our best to do the right thing all the time. We're not successful all the time, but at least we try.